Anthony, talking about Argentina, which is next up for Team USA in the quarterfinals, and we'll get to them in just a moment. But first, based on what you saw in these pool play games, what have you liked? What concerns you about this team right now?
What I've liked is the guys are sticking together, even though they've had some adversity, obviously with the scores and the last 3 games. But what I haven't liked is defensively, Matt. I think for them is, sometimes you get teams that get hot. The three-point line is shorter, and you just get teams that play out of their mind against USA. But the easy back doors on the weak side, the lapse of communication where guys are not understanding, it's simple plays. We talked about earlier, 2 or 3 screen downs and action, it seems like we've been lost. And then on offensive end, it hasn't been bad, but I still look at it as, I don't understand why we need to take tough contested shots. Not that they have to get the ball inside. I just figure when you're the best in the world and you look around, you gotta use your basketball IQ. That guy probably has the advantage. Get it to him. Probably going to get double, and it's a swing, easy shot. You're missing those shots, and then you struggle. But I think contested shots, along with not being able to get stops, has really hurt them.
I do want to get to the defensive end in a moment, but you mentioned offense. Kevin Durant is averaging just 9 shots a game, and it's been far fewer than that here lately. What gives?
I think for him this is great for him, because now you get a chance to see when you're that guy on your team, and he's going to be that guy on most teams, but now going with the Golden State Warriors and USA basketball, he's going to have to find other ways to be effective. If things are not going well, a coach can say when he's playing with the Thunder, well, it's you and Russell. You and Russell. Now, USA basketball, we had 11, 12 guys, and with Golden State, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you guys. He's going to have to find a way to be very effective doing other things and being able to score without just relying on one-on-one basketball.
One of those teammates, of course, Klay Thompson, who had 30 points against France after really not playing well at all in the exhibition games or in the Olympics so far. Just one game. How important is it that he broke out of that funk?
I think they really needed him. Reason why, he's one of their better defenders, so you can have him on the court, but when he's not shooting well, then that's a chance where you can see in a close game that Coach K has subbed him, hasn't started him a game or two. But I think right now, if he can get his shooting well, it opens up so many doors for these guys. They don't have a traditional playmaker. So he could be the playmaker just by being able to make shots. And what I mean by that is you stand over here, you take a guy with you, then you play 4-on-4, and that gives them an advantage.
Next up is Argentina, the last team to beat the United States in the Olympics. That was back in 2004, which is even more notable when you consider 4 players on the roster played for that team, the so-called golden generation. Manu Ginobili, Luis Scola, Andres Nocioni, and Carlos Delfino were all part of that roster. This is a crafty team. Talking about a defensive group from the Americans that has been inattentive, to say the least. They could take advantage of that.
And I think you said it best, crafty, but I think also for them is they're going to try to get under the skin of the United States players. And I think for the USA is just play your game, push tempo. This team, Argentina, they've had a fabulous run. But Father Time is catching up with them, Matt. They're not athletic enough, I think, to compete. They're not big enough. And so I think USA will have their way against Argentina. And I think it'll be an easy route for them. But then you have a guy like Manu Ginobili. That could have a game. They are going to have to beat USA from behind the three-point line because I think they're not going to be able to break down people and get into the lane and score in the paint.
Could be the last game in an Argentine uniform for that big 4, if you will, the golden generation for them. The U.S. is 6-1 all-time against Argentina, but that one really hurt in the semifinals back in 2004.